Hello everyone. Retired kangaroo Lee Adams has revealed that at his worst he couldn't remember people's names and would forget where he'd put his keys. These are the very real life effects of the multiple concussions ultimately behind his decision to quit footy forever. He spoke one-on-one with AFL.com.au's Nick Bowen.
Well, Lee, a little bit over a week since the announcement came out. How are you feeling mentally and physically?
Yeah, mentally I feel there's a real relief now, a weight off the shoulders that I've been able to tell everyone and stop having to lie to everyone the questions about whether or not I'll keep going on. And physically the body feels amazing. I haven't really played at all this season, so the body's had a really good rest, and that's probably the frustrating thing, that the body feels like it can get out there, but the mind obviously can't. You
had a string of concussions probably starting from last year and one early this year. When did you know that it was a little bit more than just your average concussion?
I think the last one I had end of last year, round 23 against Melbourne, I ended up missing. We ended up playing 3 finals. I missed all of those 3 finals with just lingering symptoms, and the neurologist was really keen to monitor me from then on. And after probably the first one this year, it probably took me 8 to 10 weeks to get back to normal, symptom-free, and that's when there was starting to get a bit of a worrying trend towards obviously some long-term damage. And I was really keen to have one more go at playing, and unfortunately that only lasted 3 weeks before another minor concussion. And pretty much as soon as I got that minor hit to the head and was suffering those concussion symptoms, I knew that it was probably time to retire. Early days, the symptoms I was getting was just like short-term memory loss, not remembering people's names, while I was walking into rooms, forgetting where I put my keys, headaches lasting for days, and sometimes migraine type headaches, and just really lethargic and no energy, and just a really short temper.
So all of those side effects that stopped you from playing and gave you concern, all gone now?
Yeah, the club were really good in making sure that I got back to 100%, and I made the decision without any concussion symptoms. We were able to make a really informed decision with all the specialists we need to, and sit down and make that decision without any symptoms whatsoever. So I've probably been symptom-free for 3 or 4 weeks now. When the neurologists are telling you if you walk away from the game now, your chance of long-term, anything going wrong long-term are really slim, and then if you were to play on and get another hit, that could obviously change. It makes it a pretty easy decision. It's frustrating. I would have loved to have played on until I was 30, but I've got to look at the bigger picture of my life, and footy's only a small part of that. So I'm just grateful that it looks like I'm going to get away with no long-term damage, and I can move on from footy and move into the next part of my life with no long-term effects.
Brad Scott's talked about the possibility of you having a coaching role with the club. Has that gone any further?
Yeah, so I'm going to start next week doing a couple of days a week down there, just working with our mid-forward type players, mostly blokes in the VFL. So it'll be nice to dip the toe in the water and have a look at coaching and see if that's something that I like. And I'll do that to the end of the footy season, and then hopefully make a few decisions about my future after that.
Lee Adams there with Nick Bowen. Interesting insights at a time where the concussion discussion continues within our code. From the Footy Feed team for now, thanks for watching.